Okay, I am recording. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing?
PG.
Good.
Hi.
Good. Everyone's good. What do we do today?
I worked.
Worked.
Same.
Worked as well.
This worked great for everyone.
It's fantastic.
Awesome. All right. Okay, so I need everyone to either on your device that is in front of you or on a separate device, go to nearpod.com and you are going to put in this code that you can see on the screen. Okay, so it is NBI72.
Okay.
I see that two people are in. The code's still up here if you need it. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about microplastics in humans. And before we begin, I have a great whip around question. Okay. So if you were stuck in one of your favorite TV shows, which one would you be stuck in and why? Who would like to go first?
I will.
Good job, Pam. Go ahead.
If I was gonna be stuck in my favorite TV show, it would be um Friends,
Okay.
because I would love to sit in a coffee shop all day with my friends and talk about life.
Excellent. Austin, do you want to go next?
So I would like to be on my favorite show called One Piece so I can travel the world on a pirate ship with all my friends.
Excellent.
That's such a
Guy,
quick
would you
answer.
like to go next?
Um, well, I guess Walking Dead was one of my favorite shows. And just like the survival aspect, that would be the fun part of it.
Are you afraid that you're going to, get eaten by a zombie at all?
Yeah, but that's the thrill of it all.
That's For me, I am just like Pam. I would either want to be in The Office or in Abbott Elementary because I just feel like that would be such a fun show to be in and like socialize with all the friends and make funny jokes and stuff. Okay. So now you're going to be interacting with the Nearpod itself. So on the Nearpod, it has a do now question for you to answer. The first question is, what are microplastics and how do they affect us as humans? So go ahead and answer that question for me in the Nearpod. You're just typing your responses. Give you guys a little bit more time. Type your responses. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can make a educated guess.
I'm probably going in more detail than I should.
You're good. Detail is fine. Great job, Skylar. I like your answer.
Thank you.
I'll give you 30 more seconds to finish up your thoughts. Great job, Austin. Okay. Do I have a volunteer of who would like to read the response?
I'll read mine.
Okay, go, Austin.
They are microscopic / nano-sized plastics that have leached into our oceans, and they affect humans via consuming aquatic life, which has previously been consumed by, it's supposed to be water or aquatic life, but my phone has auto-correct that into water line.
That's fine.
Those microplastics then enter our bloodstreams, muscles, and organs.
Excellent. I was hoping you would say your answer because that is exactly what I was looking for. So someone looks like they did their homework. So we're going to talk about these things for like a couple minutes, okay? So you're going to go to the chat in Zoom now. So Pam, like you're probably going to have to put two answers in, one for you and one for Austin, and that's fine. Okay. So you live in a very plastic society. So think about you getting ready in the morning and the amount of things that you touch that are plastic. What I would like you to do is to count them and then put your answer in the chat.
Right, let me think here.
Of things I touch.
The amount of things you touch that are plastic.
We're just writing a number, not a list.
It doesn't have to be exact. It can be like an estimated guess. So like for example, if you have like shampoo, conditioner, and you take a shower in the morning, that's two. Pretty sure mine's nine.
Be surprised how much is made out of plastic.
So mine's nine.
Yeah, me and Skylar be touching.
Accurate, babe. Skylar, sorry. Okay, so out of all the objects that you touch in the morning, is there an alternative product that you could use rather than the one you are using that is not plastic? Like for example, like I use native deodorant. They also have like a non-plastic like cardboard usage for that as well. So is there another product that you could be using that does not contain plastic?
There's all natural body soaps you can be using that have no plastics in them, as well as the packaging is also usually paper instead of plastic. They make more like, so my loofah has some plastic qualities to it. You can get more cloth related loofahs or organic loofahs, actually getting loofah from the ocean.
Okay. Skylar, do you know of any things that you could use to replace the plastic products that we use?
Plates?
I mean, you have the highest ones. That's why I'm asking.
I was just thinking down to like, even just like my phone case that I touch. So like getting more like recycled and upcycled items, but that's more so just using plastic over again rather than an alternative.
I understand. Pam?
So my hairbrush is plastic, and I know there's wooden hairbrushes out there that you could be using.
Excellent, excellent. So when you are done using any of these products and it's empty, where do you think it goes if you don't recycle it properly?
Landfills.
Landfills. And in the article, where does it say a good portion of our plastic goes?
The ocean.
The ocean. And what happens to the plastic in the ocean?
It's eaten by wildlife, or it doesn't degrade at all.
Skylar, do you think that's right? Is there other things that happen in the ocean that you know about?
I mean, yeah, it either gets eaten or gets just further degraded and gets all mixed into the water.
Degraded by what?
Degraded by the sun and also the agitation of the currents in the water in the ocean.
Excellent. So now we're going to watch this lovely video about microplastics just to review some simple things. Okay, so here we go.
Microplastics. Microplastics are pieces smaller than 5 millimeters. Some of them are used in cosmetics or toothpaste, but most result from floating waste that is constantly exposed to UV radiation and crumbles into smaller and smaller pieces. 51 trillion such particles float in the ocean, where they are even more easily swallowed by all kinds of marine life. This has raised concerns among scientists, especially about health risks from the chemicals that are added to plastic. BPA, for example, makes plastic bottles transparent, but there's also evidence that it interferes with our hormonal system. DEHP makes plastics more flexible, but may cause cancer. It would be pretty bad if microplastics are toxic because they travel up the food chain. Zooplankton eat microplastic. Small fish eat zooplankton. So do oysters, crabs, and predatory fish. And they all land on our plate. Microplastics have been found in honey, in sea salt, in beer, in tap water, and in the household dust around us. 8 out of 10 babies and nearly all adults have measurable amounts of phthalates, a common plastic additive, in their bodies. And 93% of people have BPA in their urine. There is little science about this so far, and right now it's inconclusive. We need a lot more research before panic is justified. But it is safe to say that a lot of stuff happened that we didn't plan for, and we have lost control over plastic to a certain extent, which is kind of scary. Together, we can beat plastic pollution.
All right. Now, excuse me. Now, what I would like you to do is to answer these two questions. So why should we care about microplastics? Meaning, why is it a problem within our society currently, right now? So go ahead and type your answer in your response. After you type your answer, I'm going to have you guys do something with those responses. Please excuse Junie in the background. He is barking at God knows what. Excellent, Austin. Thank you. Excellent, Pam. All right, excellent, Skylar. All right, so now what I would like you to do, so Pam, I would like you to reply to Skylar's comment. Skylar, I would like you to reply to Austin's comment, and Austin, I would like you to reply to Pam's comment. And when you do this, provide them feedback in a way that shows them one positive, but also try to pull out something that they're missing within this. So why should we care? So like, essentially what you're doing is like you're reading their comment. After you read their comment, provide them one positive and one negative about their comment. And try to be very not like harsh with the negative comment. Don't like call them stupid or like, oh, this is dumb, which I don't think any of you would do, but just be like okay with the criticism that you may get. All right, maybe time to do that, to write your comment. Thank you, Austin.
Mm. Negative is hard.
Negative is hard. You guys had really great responses, so the negative will be a very difficult thing to do. But I want to see how we can both think of the positives and negatives in our responses to become better students and learners. Are you both struggling with the negative?
Yes.
Yeah.
Try to focus more not on like oh, Pam just posted.
Just my positive one.
Try to like aim at like if they're missing something, ask them a question, format it in a way that's like, well, what is your opinion about this, or why should we care about this from your post? So for like example, the excessive amount of microplastics have invaded our bodies and has potential for very harmful side effects. So like Skylar, for like your negative would be like, well, the video said that we don't know about any of the side effects. Where are you finding this information? That could be a negative. So something like that.
I tried my best.
No, I'm just saying,
No, I meant my negative. I tried.
I like your negative. That's still a good negative. I hope that helps with the negative.
It did. I wasn't sure how to word my structure very well.
You doing good, Sky?
Yeah, I'm just finishing up my last sentence.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, there's everyone's comments. I was like, I'm not seeing anyone's comments.
Yeah, I had to scroll down a little bit. I'm sorry. Give you like a couple more seconds.
Oh, I put mine together.
You're fine.
it was just easier for me to think.
No, I completely understand. All right. Now, I want you guys to read your negative comments on your post. Okay. Did everyone read
Love
it?
that question.
Everyone read theirs?
Yes.
How does that make you feel, the negative comments?
So for me, it makes me feel like I could elaborate more, um, share more of my thought process.
Okay. Austin, how does yours make you feel?
I didn't really feel anything negative. I felt that it allowed me a chance to be more informative and look into the topic a little bit more, so that way I can give my answer better.
Okay. And Skylar, how does your negative make you feel?
I like the feedback. I think it's beneficial for my own understanding to like contemplate the question that was remarked in my negative feedback. So it was good.
Good. So what I'm trying to get at here is like, yes, positive feedback is great. The majority of the time that when we give the positive feedback to like someone about why should we care, like even though like why we care about microplastics is great, I really want you guys to focus more on like, and the lesson is on microplastics, but as well as like making sure that when you're typing your responses, like negative comments can hurt, but maybe they're just trying to like make you a little bit better. It's not to tear you down. It's not to like make you feel dumb or stupid. It could also like make you think in a different way that you're not thinking prior. So for your last question, we can do this out loud. We don't have to do it on the board again. So I would like you to talk about how microplastics makes you feel. So when you're doing this, I want you to highlight at least one key aspect from the article or prior knowledge that you have, and one key aspect from the video about how microplastics makes you feel, whether you're scared, whether you're unsure. Just explain your feelings and then we'll go from there. Okay. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, go, Austin.
So I'm a big proponent of the environment, and it kind of makes me pretty mad and upset that we're so reliant on microplastics. As the video said, there's 51 trillion microplastics in the ocean, and that's not including what's on land. So our society's excessive love of plastics is going to lead us down a really dark trail, as there's really no want or desire to change it because it's so cheap for production that we're just going to keep pumping it out and making it worse because there is no desire to change because no one wants to spend the money for the change.
Excellent. Does anyone else want to go next?
I think I feel a little bit like helpless in the situation because of not only just like my own contributions to like plastic usage and not so much littering, but like it, once it's out of my hands, I have no more power to like make sure it gets, you know, in a recycling plant and being reused. So I feel pretty helpless in the fact of my own plastic waste. And the sad part is like any alternative products, like Austin said, like we're so reliant on plastic, it's cheap. So the alternative products are better for our environment, but they tend to be costly.
All right, Pam, are you ready?
Yeah. So I think it makes me more angry because we have the data to support that microplastics is an ongoing issue, yet we still, as a world, don't acknowledge it and don't try and do more than what we're already doing. And I think the article mentioned that there was like 900 unapproved chemicals in plastics that, that plastic doesn't get disposed of properly. So it ends up in the ocean and it leaches into the water, and then the fish eat it. And then it's just an ongoing cycle that is hard to break.
Yeah. See, for me personally, like we don't even learn like in schools today, like how to make sure that we're recycling the right products. And like when you actually look at the breakdown of like what's recyclable and what's not, a lot of plastics that we have like to our disposals actually are not recyclable. So like milk jugs are actually not recyclable, and like some plastic cups like from Starbucks are not really recyclable or can be used as recyclable. They just go to landfills or oceans, and not many people know this, and it's because of those chemicals that Pam was talking about and those leachants that they put into plastics to make the plastic like stretch and make sure that we have lots of it. And even some grocery stores, like even if you were to go to Giant or Target, everything that you walk out of that store with comes in a plastic bag. Plastic is constantly around us. And so we need to make sure that like bringing a conscious choice, like probably by bringing like a reusable bag to the store, or making sure that when we're grabbing items from either Target or those places that we're trying not to grab plastic, like it's so hard because then we also struggle with the debate of like, okay, well then should we grab paper because we're on this like broken wheel cycle of paper and plastic. um it's frustrating because majority of the things that you touch, like even in my room right now, like majority of the things that are around me are plastic. So I think trying to break that wheel is going to be like super incredibly impossible because we are so reliant on plastic and kind of gotten lazy in a world where we thought plastic was great, plastic's amazing, but now everything when you go to the grocery store is stored in plastic. All right, so the last thing that I would like you to do before you leave, so in the chat, and you may have to type two answers again, Austin and Pam. In the chat, I would like you to tell me one thing that you've learned and one thing you are going to take away from this class. And that will be your closing ticket. Thank you, Austin. All right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of your evening.
You
Thank
too, sir.
you.
Thank you.